Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing how I spread pine bark. First step is to spread newspaper or whatever weed matting or whatever you select to go down on top of the soil. It can help slow the weeds, however I've found no matter what has gone down, there has always been weeds eventually, because weeds will also get dropped by birds or anything on top of the pine bark eventually. But it does help, so that's why I'm spreading newspaper. Cardboard is even better, so I'm even using the cardboard boxes. But yeah, the thicker it is, obviously the better it is to keep the weeds down. So here I am spreading newspaper, which the lady wanted me to spread out. She collected them, so that was good. And of course, if they're there, I'm going to use them. So yeah, just try and evenly spread them around. I put them all out first. I find if I put them all out first, it's easier to get hold of them when I need them to put around plants. And in this area, previous video I've done, I was planting a lot of these. I didn't plant them all, I just planted some. The lady who I'm working for there, she planted quite a lot of those as well. So I'm not going to take credit for this whole job. She's definitely been working away on that too. So yeah, this soil started out being full of rock, scoria, red brick, and that is all sort of been cleared out. That's taken quite a long time to get rid of. And there is another video I've made there of me separating that rock from soil, so you can check that out if you want to as well. But here I am now just placing newspaper all around the plants, leaving as little gap as I can. Basically using a bit of common sense. Just the better you spread it out, the more effective it will be. But really, paper and pine bark made of the same material, so yeah, just newspaper doesn't look very good sitting on top of the ground. So anyway, it is useful to use newspaper for something. So yeah, what I do is I just use buckets, 40 litre plastic buckets, as you'll see here, and just spreading it onto the newspaper. But I don't put the whole lot right down on top of the newspaper. I'll kind of do it gradually. So I might put out say, you know, a metre or two, and then I'll use a bit of pine bark to pin down the newspaper. Another way you can do it is to just use a hose and water down the newspaper to hold it in place. But as you can see, it's a very windy day, so I'm just decided I've put the newspapers out ready for me to use, and then every say metre or two I'll go and get some pine bark, just put it on there, only lightly, just thin, just to hold the newspaper in place. That's what I'm doing there. And once they're all down, then I know they're not going to blow away, so I can you know, move on. But yeah, whatever area I decide to cover, I'll generally just do this. I've got 1 metre of pine bark for this job. However, it turns out that I didn't need a lot more, probably need 3 metres. So as you can see there, this is how I get it off the trailer. Just put 3 buckets there, and instead of having to dig all the time, I'll just slide it off, or I'll use my boot and just kick it into the buckets, because the easier you can make the job, the better. However, there's never really an easy way of doing it. It's a lot of physical sort of work. But yeah, this is how I get it off the trailer. A shovel with a long handle, and easily just sort of slide it off into the buckets. When they're full, then I'll go down and I'll carry each bucket one at a time down and put it onto the newspaper. So this job, although it is showing only a 20-minute sort of video, this does take well over 2 hours to do what I've done. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm up to there. the view doesn't show quite as long as what this actual is. I would say it'll be around 25 meters long, so there's a fair bit there. And I like to once I've pinned the newspaper down and it's not going to blow away, I basically then I know all I've got to do is put enough pine bark to cover the newspaper, so there is 0 newspaper showing. Once that happens, I know I've put enough down. So yeah, now I'm just going to continue on with the job. It's as simple as that. I'll put the newspaper around the flowers, the plants, put a light covering over so the newspaper won't go anywhere. So you can see that just blew down there because the wind's very strong. And I hadn't put any pine bark on it yet, so it's still just sitting there. But the actual newspaper that I've placed down already with the pine bark on it hasn't gone anywhere. Once it's all in place, just go ahead and do the job. So I don't think I've really got anything else to discuss now. I'll just let the video explain the rest. So I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, I've got the at the very end I show what it looks like. However, I don't get the whole lot done in this video, so this will be a part 1, probably of 2 or 3, I would say, or 2. But it sure does make a difference, and I hope you enjoy watching. So I'll get to it.